Welcome to today's lecture on rates of weight loss. So, today's takeaways are going to be: does the rate of weight loss matter? Deciding your rate of weight loss and considerations before you begin. So, does the rate matter? Now this basically comes down to it's dependent on your goal. And that's literally where it comes down to. Now, you can take a fast rate of weight loss, lose all the weight, come back to maintenance calories, and then establish your habits and health. Alternatively, you can take a slow rate of weight loss and develop habits all along the way. You can also look at it, it can have positive effects on your health by going fast, provided that you're overweight. It could be a very good thing. The quicker you can lose weight, the healthier you can become. It also can have negative effects on your health. So saying doing it too quick when you're already relatively lean could actually be quite problematic on health. And by health, I mean not only the physicality of your body, but also mental health. So this is where does the rate really matter comes down on the person, and it's really dependent on your actual goal. So, welcome to Rates of Weight Loss. This is showing you what it's like from week 1 to week 8. So this is just taking a short period of time, giving you a little bit of an understanding of what occurs over an 8-week period, whether you take a fast, medium, or slow rate of weight loss. As you can see, whether you take fast, you're going to lose a lot more weight in that period of time. And if you take slow, you're going to come down relatively, give or take, almost 2 to 3 kgs. So this is where you can see over an 8-week period the differences in how rates occur. Majority of people like to go for the fast or medium to fast rate. Sometimes it's usually better if they go to medium to slow. But it's as I said in the beginning, it is really goal dependent. So when it comes to comparisons between rates, the differences between each rate gives you a few different outcomes, and different outcomes lead to different changes within the body. Now, if we start off with the top left, you can see the fast rate. So this is 1 kilogram plus per week of weight loss. We're looking at loss in general on a scale. That's how we define this. We're not looking at fat per se. We're looking at using a scale as the defunct method of finding what's occurred. Now, with fast rate, there's usually a few things that occur with it. And one of them is being a lowered adherence as well as a chance of muscle loss. And that purely comes from the fact that is when you're creating such a massive calorie deficit, you do have a high possibility of going into muscle mass. And that's just the nature of the game. Through all dieting outcomes, there are going to be some form of muscle loss, but usually when it comes to fast rate, it's going to be the highest. Now, there's also other factors that come with it, which is high chance of disordered eating or binge episodes. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. For some people, fast rate of weight loss is not a good thing to go for. If you are susceptible to disordered eating or binge episodes, fast is just going to make things worse. And with a lot of people, there is no behavior change. But this also comes down to the practitioner and how we go about it. You can make a lot of changes doing fast rate, and you can subsequently do the behavior change after you've lost weight. It all comes down to the person. So then if we go to the right there, we've got medium fast. The difference between fast and medium to fast is usually you're not hitting that kilogram a week, but you're going for a 0.6 to 0.7 kilogram per week. The nice part with a medium to fast is that you start to see results a little bit quicker from compared to the medium and slow, but it's not too bad in terms of dieting, in terms of the amount of calories you need less within a week, and that's why a lot of people usually go medium to medium fast. There's a lot of adherence when it comes to the medium to medium fast regime, and that's why I like personally using a medium to medium fast. You see a little bit of behavior change, nothing true drastic, but there's also less chance of muscle loss because the calorie deficit is not as high. Now, when you come to the medium side in the bottom left there, you can see that we're looking for 0.4 to 0.5 kilogram per week. This is a substandard. This is where the majority of people lie. And this usually can help prevent poor food relationships because it's giving you a sufficient amount of time to lose weight, but it's also giving you a high amount of calories that allows you to kind of work on your food relationship and find and build habits. We also find a higher adherence to this because the calories aren't too low. When it also comes down to it, you can get a good result as well as a good amount of behavior change with it. So that's why medium is often the kind of, the de facto in the industry for coming to lose weight. That 0.4 to 0.5 usually is a perfect place for majority of people to start. Then we're looking at the slow, which is basically 0.25 per week. So now, the only difference is with this, it can actually prevent poor food relationships. The reason behind it is you're taking a slower time, so you're learning a little bit more about how food works, the tastes of food, how much you can enjoy it, different ways of doing things, and letting weight loss be a byproduct of learning these new things. And that's a nice way of going about it because it actually gives you a better sense of what food is and how it can truly help you. The nice part of it as well is that kind of ties into the better relationship is that you get a focus on the habits and behaviors and let them come together, which is a wonderful thing that a lot of people don't do, and I highly recommend you do. However, it does mean that results are not as forthcoming as medium to fast or all medium. You do start to see a good adherence, but then you start to see quite a little bit of drop off because results are not showing enough. So if you're going to design your own diet per se when it comes to these things, I recommend starting with either a medium to fast and backing off into medium slow. You can start off slow, work into medium fast. That's usually going to give you the best thing. Understand that it doesn't have to be just medium, just slow, or just medium fast, all fast. It allows you to kind of play around with the mixture and see what works for you. So when it comes to it, what are the rates in calories so that we know how to do this? So basically, the first thing you need to think of is there's 7.7 calories, right, per gram. So that means that if we're looking to lose a certain amount of grams per week, we need to just take, say, for instance, 1 kilogram. We take 7.7, multiply by 1,000 grams, and we get a 7,700 calorie deficit. So if you're going to go for a fast weight loss, or anything plus 1 kilogram, you're going to be looking at 7,700 calorie deficit per week or above. So any amount past 1 kilogram, that's where we're going to look at in terms of calorie-wise per week. Then medium to fast, as you can see there, 0.6 to 0.7 per week. You're looking at 4,620 to roughly 5,390 calories per week. Then in the medium side, you're looking at 0.4 to 0.5. As I said, 3,080 to 3,850 calorie deficit per week. And then the slow, you're looking at 1,925 calories a week deficit. So that gives you an understanding of where the continuum is when it comes to calories and the rates when it comes to losing. So think about it in a sense of, if I need a certain amount of weight loss, this shows you, basically on this slide shows you how many calories you truly need to cut from your diet to ensure weight loss. So a little bit of considerations before we actually dive into rates of weight loss. So the considerations, first one you want to start with is, can you sustain the diet? And that basically comes down to, if you're going to take a fast rate of weight loss, how long can you truly sustain it before it's going to have an issue? And that's something you need to ask that yourself basically and go, okay, how can I do this? Maybe do I need to intersperse fast with medium, fast, slow? Do I need to look at different ways of doing this? If you can sustain the diet for a long period of time, that's a good thing. If you can't, that means you need a shorter period of time. So if you know you're more likely to get fed up with dieting, maybe a fast rate will work perfectly for you. Does it fit around your lifestyle? And that means that if you've got a busy life, a fast rate of weight loss might seem awesome. It might be you consider perfect. But it's not. And that's the crazy thing. So if you've got a crazy lifestyle, you've got a lot of stress from work, kids, you've got all these things going along on a daily basis, terrible sleep is one of them, fast rate of weight loss is not going to help you because you're going to not be able to spend enough time and attention to do the diet, as well as a fast rate is going to give its own amount of stresses, and with that stress, you're going to start unraveling like an absolute nut job. So when you bring that consideration into account, going, I've got a stressful life, fast rate of weight loss is automatically annexed out. So then another part is, do you have support when it gets tough? Naturally, as diets go on, it will get tough, and the difference is you need to have someone there supporting you, giving you a little bit of a help along the way. That's where it comes in having coaches, that's when it comes in having someone there that is willing to support you, even though it's going to get tough. And you're going to need it. The next one is to look at what habits do you need to develop, i.e., do you need to find a way how to maintain after you've lost weight? So what other habits can you build along the way that are going to help? Do I need to build a lot of habits? Do I only need to look at a certain amount? These things play a big role. And then what is your time frame? If you are time frame capped, that means that you're going to have to pick one that suits the time frame. If you have unlimited amount of time, saying you have 50 kgs that you need to push, but you don't have a time length or time frame, well then by all means you can do it slowly and take your time. However, if you have 10 kgs and you need to lose it in, say, 3 to 4 months for health reasons, well, that's going to dictate your rate from there. The next one is health a priority. Faster rate loss usually and can cause issues, and that could be mentally and physically. So if health is a priority, you're going to go to medium to slow. That's just the nature of how it is. It's another part of it is if you drastically need to lose weight, then health priority is fast rate of weight loss. So think about what aspect you're on and then go from there. The next one is, are you a yo-yo dieter? Are you going up or are you going down? You're going up and you're going down, just like a yo-yo. If you're someone who goes through a yo-yo dieting phase quite often, then a fast rate of weight loss is not for you, because you're naturally going to go back to up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and having that same kind of yo-yo effect, which is not what we want. And then the last one to finish off when it comes to rates of weight loss, is this the right time for you to diet? And it's one that very few people actually ask themselves, so I want you to actually spend some time now asking yourself, is this truly the time for you to diet? Do you have the mental capacity to? Do you have the support? Can you sustain what you're going to do? Is life geared to making sure you can do this? If it is not, then I highly recommend you just take a period of maintenance, slow things down, improve your relationship with food, improve relationships with everybody else in your life, and then slowly work to getting to that position. After that, once you've done that, then can you start dieting. But that pretty much sums up everything when it comes to the rates of weight loss. Using this lecture, you'll be able to make a very good decision on how you're going to attack your diet, whether it's going to be fast, slow, slow, medium, then fast. You can make a combination of all of them, put them together, and make a diet that works around you, your lifestyle, and your habits. Thank you for listening.